Music has always been a very important part of my life. Right from the time that I was 4 or 5 years old when my mother put me on a piano bench and taught me the beginnings of playing. When I started high school, I had the opportunity at that point to begin teaching piano. Then when I started teaching, I wanted to be a music teacher. It's always been there and given me a lot of pleasure. When I came to Essex County, I met a fellow who was on staff with me, and we got married. I don't really know what went on, but I seemed to start losing myself. Well, I stopped going to church, and things just kind of started going downhill, and we tried marriage counseling, and I said, can we make this work or can't we? And his comment to me was, I'm not going to change. Everything seemed to be falling apart. And I said, okay, fine, then this is the end. I can remember sitting at a stop sign and saying, I don't like this. Something went through my body from the top of my head to my toes, and I felt it all the way through. I went from feeling, why am I on this earth? What good am I to anybody? To feeling, oh my gosh, I have a life to live. I've got to live it. And I was just filled with a peace that I had not known for a very long time. I phoned my girlfriend and said, I need to go to church. And she said, well, I can do you one even better. We're going to have choir practice tomorrow night. How'd you like to come to choir practice? I sat down and played, and they said, will you be our choir director and our pianist at our church? And it just seemed to be, you're right back where you need to be. And my whole life just turned around. I was approached by the superintendent of special education. At that time, we had a school librarian, and she said to me, if you need any help preparing programs for the children, go talk to Bob. So I did. He was wonderful. I started going in, talking to him at the end of the day, and then we sort of started seeing each other maybe once a month. Love bloomed, and we eventually got married. Brings a smile to my face. We had a love of exploring, getting to a crossroads and just saying, okay, we'll go a mile in every direction. So we would drive a mile down each road looking for a church, a graveyard, or a school. And we usually found one of those things. I swear that I've been on every road in this province. It wasn't really until we got retired that we started doing more. My husband and I had joined a breakfast group made up of all retired teachers. And one of the ladies who was in that group was on the Goodwill Committee. She said to me, I'd like you to come and see if you might be interested in coming on the committee. And I said, oh, sure, I'd love to do that. Eventually, I got more and more involved. Now I do birthday cards. I do sympathy cards, thinking of you cards. I figure I must do 120 to 150 cards a month. And I know people who those cards really mean a lot to because it might be the only mail they get. At Christmas time, I do a gift bag. I love delivering the bags because people that have been getting them, they can hardly wait. These are the things that make me happy. Every Monday, I play for dinner here at Seasons. I have people who are constantly saying to me, thank you. Music is there for me to give me joy, but it's also something I can share to give other people joy. And so that really means something to me. I know what it's like to be lonely. The fact that I can bring some joy to somebody who might be feeling that way, that's what keeps me doing it. I have a happy life. I do the things that I enjoy, so maybe that's my secret to a happy life.